Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
How's that for a slice of fried gold?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked.
It seems to run on some form of electricity.
And it was wrong. It was a bad call, Ripley. It was a bad call.
Bad call.
Some are good for fighting, others for dying.
It's Just Two Movies.
Welcome back to another episode of It's Just Two Movies. My name is Daniel King. With me today is Little Corey.
I'm a little guy.
Do you want little Corey? Do you want just Corey? Do you want me to use your full name?
Whatever you are okay with. Whatever you feel comfortable with.
Well, no. What do you? You're the guest.
I prefer Chaz Longhorn Forrest Taylor.
So Little Corey's on the Little Corey's gonna be on the show today. Sorry about that. Hold on, give me a sec here. Phone's fucking buzzing. Turn that off.
Yeah, right now the wife and kids are at home, but it's okay because I have my phone here. Let me just shut that off.
Oh yeah,
and we won't be hearing from them.
So Bert's not here. He's a werewolf. He's in the woods. He's hunting deer on all fours.
Right, with no weapons. No. He's all bare hands.
Yep, and beak. He's a were bird wolf. So that's why he's not here. We're
half bird, half wolf, half were. I got you.
Yeah, hashtag race for the cure. No, it's not a cancer joke. That's a slogan joke. It's a different subset of things. So, little Corey, you like the show?
I fucking love the show.
Okay, well that's good. Are you happy to be on it?
Absolutely. I've been waiting forever.
We'll have a good time.
Awesome. I'm stoked.
So, if you're not familiar with the show, what we do here is we watch what at least one person thinks is a good film, and then we talk about it. We talk about it, and we're like, "Hey, it was good, and here are the reasons that it was good." Because clearly we know better. If you're out there and you're commenting things that are contrary to what I've already said on the show, you're also right. So I don't care.
I like your inclusivity.
You like that I'm right, but you're also right because they are opinions.
Right.
So none of them are wrong.
Right.
Or all of them are. Who knows? And then after we get done talking about the good movie, we go have several copious amounts of beverages, and then we watch a really awful movie that has something in common with the good film, and then we come back in here, toe up from the flow up, and then we take a big dump on it.
That's all I wanted for today.
Yeah, that's the best part of the show, honestly.
Especially with the movie.
Maybe we should call it, it's just one movie. It's just one bad movie. We'll change the show.
It's just one awful movie.
Just one awful movie. Because, I actually enjoy watching the good movie, though. It's like, I think my favorite part of making the show. I have fun watching the bad one, but when somebody picks a really good movie I've not seen, I get very excited about it. And, little Corey, what movie did you pick for us for this week?
I picked The Dark Knight because I am, what's the word? Predictable.
That's a predictable? I wouldn't have predicted that.
Really? Well, I don't know.
I didn't know what you were going to pick. We don't hang out that much. I was curious. I don't even know what your taste in cinema is, really.
That's true. Well, I'm actually not a huge movie buff, which is crazy.
Okay.
I bought Logan, the movie Wolverine. When it came out.
I love that movie. Still
Still haven't seen it.
Really? Give that a watch. It's really good.
It takes something for me to want to watch a movie. And I don't know, it's weird because this is one of the only ones that I've ever seen multiple times in a theater or a drive-in.
Oh, okay.
Combined, I saw this movie like probably 5 or 6 times.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's a chunk.
But and like I want to see Logan and I want to see all these movies, but I don't know. It takes something for me to pick a movie and be like, all right, I'm going to sit down for like 2 hours, an hour and a half, whatever.
2.5 hours. Yeah,
and actually pay attention.
Yeah, because some of the better movies are a little on the lengthy side.
Yeah. Just like the one today. Yeah.
Yeah. We recently did God Bless America. Have you ever seen that?
I haven't.
That's a pretty breezy flick. And
really?
It's fun. Yeah. It's a full length feature, but it feels really short.
What is it about?
It is about.
Or should I just listen to the episode?
Yeah, just listen to the episode. I already did that. So yeah, we both watched The Dark Knight. I haven't seen it in a minute. As I've said before on the podcast, it is my favorite of the Nolan Batman films. Mm-hmm. A couple of stats about The Dark Knight. It is a 2008 action adventure, 2 hour, 32-minute runtime, so not exactly a breeze, but it's good. It's solid throughout. This got a 9 out of 10 on IMDb, 94 on Rotten Tomatoes, 84% on Metacritic. I mean, it's a fucking great movie. I don't know what else you want me to say about it. It came out in July 2008. I think I already said that. Directed by Christopher Nolan. I don't know the budget for this, but you were telling me this was one of the first comic book movies to break $1 billion in the box office.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. So your budget for this...
I want to guess. Like, I remember seeing it, but I want to test my my memory. I think it was like 185 mil.
Yep, 185 mil, which is that's you're putting a lot of money in on that, and way to make it back.
Yeah, and
I think that is mostly attributed to whoever did the casting.
Absolutely,
you've got Chris Bale, Gary Oldman, Heath Ledger, Michael Caine, Morgan Freeman, Aaron Eckhart, and Cillian Murphy. If you don't know Cillian Murphy, he's a very wormy looking guy.
Which one is that? Let me see that.
He plays Scarecrow.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He just he's creepy. He's got weird sex lips.
That's another thing. I've been wanting to see Red Eye forever. Like it's a movie about a plane he's on, and he's a crazy guy.
Yeah. I've seen that. I think
I've never seen it. Like I've always wanted to.
And it's got Cillian Murphy in it.
Yeah.
I'm trying. To
remember. I'm pretty sure he's like the villain or the antagonist, whatever you want to call him.
If
it's at least 5.
If somebody has never seen The Dark Knight, what would be your elevator pitch as to what this movie is about?
Whew. Well, Batman, he's a badass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Joker, he's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And not your normal villain crazy.
Yeah.
And this is pretty much just like the face-off of the century with these two guys.
It really is.
Mix in the mob and, the DA and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. All of it culminating together. It's just, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's pretty much it. It's just a big fucking fight.
Yeah. It pretty much is. What is it? It's just Joker being the agent of chaos that he is.
Yeah.
He just wants to flip everything in a civilization on its head and watch it fucking just crumble down because people are animals.
Pretty much.
There's a bit when he says he's like, oh, those people, give them 2 weeks, they'll be eating each other.
Right.
And I don't think he's wrong.
No.
Yeah. So I'm not. I do like Batman. Anybody who's listened to the show knows I love fucking comic books. You're not gonna see me fangirling over Joker. I'm not that guy.
Right.
I am not like, oh, the Joker's damage tattoo. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't care about that shit. What I do care about though is that this Heath Ledger's Joker is, God, he's so fucking uncomfortable to look at.
Right.
He just kind of makes you a little squeamish.
Yeah.
Just even looking at him because he's so.
Right. And
it's a lot of his. It's like a lot of his little weird, like creepy lip smacking mannerisms.
And what's funny is whenever looking up different facts and whatnot about this, you learn like there's a reason for that, like the crazy lip smacking, because he's wearing prosthetics, and that was already a thing that apparently Heath Ledger, just in life with those prosthetics. That was also a way to keep them on, and to keep them moist for his lines and shit.
Yeah.
But he also made sure to like overdo it for this.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Because it is fucking unnerving.
Oh, yeah.
He just, he's so fucking creepy.
He definitely.
It's really great. I can't stress it enough. If for some reason you've not seen The Dark Knight, which is the most famous Batman property, I think.
Right, yeah.
Well, I mean, Batman, the comic book, is probably more famous than that one movie.
Fuck that. Don't worry about that. This movie.
Property on screen. I think
I would agree.
Easily, The Dark Knight is the most popular, and there is a reason for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's because it is the best of the three.
It really is.
Yeah, unless you believe otherwise, then you're also correct.
Well, if you ask me to stack them, you know,
Okay.
I think it's obvious. You know, you go second place to Batman Begins, first place to Dark Knight, third place Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although time to go mobile.
Wow, Batman. Fucking, whose call was that?
I don't know.
Why would you have him do that?
Maybe I need to look up interesting facts about that movie because I might get that
Jesus
answer.
Christ. Is it like that just doesn't make any. Have him do regular his voice.
Well, I mean, go back, look at the source material. Like,
Look at any of it. What? Nowhere is it like, no, he's a really weird sounding guy.
Right. It was never like that. There's
Yeah.
no way. There's no way. I'll have to look it up later, but there's no fucking way. Bane's just literally a massive guy with these crazy tubes in his shit. And he's,
Yeah. Yeah. They should have got, I tell you what, man, casting, if they would have got like Dave Bautista.
What's really funny is whenever you said that, I immediately thought The Rock.
The Rock would have been cool too. As long as he's jacked
Yeah.
and
If he's got tubes.
and says things like, no, Batman.
Yeah.
Instead of, no, Batman.
Time to go mobile.
I was born in darkness, Batman. It's just,
Molded
God,
by
it's
it.
so fucking stupid, man. It really turned me off of that entire movie.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell you now what the plot of that film is because I'll never rewatch it.
Yeah. We have a 2.5 hour good movie to talk about.
We do, yeah.
Let's not worry about
we'll
that.
go ahead and get into that. So normally what we would do is a painstaking step-by-step of the film. I don't think we really need to do that. This is like one of the most popular comic book properties that's out there.
Yeah.
I feel like most people have seen The Dark Knight, whether they wanted to or not.
Right.
We'll just kind of talk about it,
I'm
and
down.
if we need to make a comment about the storyline, we'll just do that as we go.
Well, I will say my notes are in order. Now, granted, as I told you earlier, I got to a certain point and then I just stopped taking notes and watched the movie because that is something that it does to you. You know,
Yeah, it does kind of suck you in. Yeah.
And it's really, really good at it.
So you open up at a bank robbery.
Right.
And we love a bank robbery on this show. Or maybe Hollywood loves bank robberies, and that's why they're in everything.
Yeah. They love tense situations.
Yeah, so first thing I've got here is the bank manager trying to go all bloody hell.
Yeah. With the shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that doesn't work for him.
No.
What? Did you see him hit anybody?
I think he kills one guy. Does he just shoot the pane glass window out?
Yeah, I think he gets the one guy behind the window, now that I think about it. But other than that, you know, Joker, he's running away. If you didn't notice, did you watch this with captions?
No.
Okay, so I watch everything with captions.
Okay.
I know for some it can distract you from what you're actually watching, but sometimes it gives you little insights. You know, it gives you little things. Like apparently all of these, I guess, clowns, the robbers, the people on the team, they all have names.
Oh, okay. That is a little insight.
Yeah. So whenever they talk, it says name of clown, his line.
Yeah.
So I actually have them written down here. So there was Dopey, there was Grumpy.
Okay, so they're named after the Seven Dwarves.
And that's what I thought too. But then you get to Chuckles.
Okay.
Happy, which is another dwarf.
Yeah.
Joker is actually, whenever he speaks before he takes off the mask and you realize who he is, he's Bozo. Right.
It's not what Bozo the Clown looks like.
Not even a little.
No.
Not even remotely.
No.
But I thought that was really cool. I never noticed that they all had these
interesting
names.
thing.
Right. But yeah, you know, the bank manager, he goes fucking crazy. You know, obviously trying to secure what he's holding.
He's trying to do a bloody hell.
But we know what he's holding. Like what money is in that bank, and that's the
dirty
the mob's money.
Dirty mob money.
Right. And so they're trying to get that. I'm pretty sure it is Grumpy who asks the Joker, "Is he out?" And the Joker, of course, says yes.
Yeah.
Not knowing.
Right.
So whenever Grumpy gets up and he tries to take a shot at a old dude, he gets shot at again. He says, "Where did you learn how to count?"
All right.
And then I think at that point they go ahead and wing the bank manager.
Bank manager guy.
Yeah. But yeah, through this entire thing, they're talking about the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he wears makeup as a, what did they say it was?
I say something about him.
Intimidation
It's
factor.
like a dig at him, and they're like, he is a fucking clown.
Yeah.
This fucking clown shoe.
And they, the whole time they're just kind of like talking about it, but they're also talking about the plan. And the plan is like after, it's almost like a pass the baton thing. After the guy is done with his thing, you kill him after he passes whatever on to you, and then you go. And basically everyone is supposed to kill the person who just finished their thing. And then they realize it at the end whenever the Joker kills his guy, but he doesn't do it with a gun. He's like,
you supposed to kill me? And he's like, no, I'm supposed
I
to
got
kill
the
the
driver.
bus driver.
Yeah.
He's like, the driver? And then the bus comes crashing through the wall and kills that guy.
Right. What I love, though, before the bus comes through the wall is, like, there's this tiny little, like, almost dance between the two of, like, what's going on? And then, boom, comes through.
A lot of the way this is shot is just appealing to watch. It's almost like, I don't know where I'm going with that, but it just looks good. It's put together in such a way that it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And which is, I imagine, not an easy thing to accomplish in the art of filmmaking. I can't imagine, because for every one of these, then you get a thing with a Bane.
Right.
And I don't care how well it's put together, that one characterization's so fucking bad that it makes the whole thing like just right down the shitter for me. But again, you know, we're not here to discuss that one. So you get a cut to the police station, which is like, oh, how's that hunt for the Batman going? And it shows the lead suspects, and it's was it Liberace, Abe Lincoln, and Bigfoot?
Yeah. I remember the Abe Lincoln and the Bigfoot. I didn't know who the other fucker was. I think the other one
was Liberace.
That's great.
I could be mistaken. I was writing it down as fast as I could.
I will say, so going back to the damn bank thing, no one notices the bank in the wall. Like, how many people would not be out, like, on the street and you see a bus go into a bank? Don't you think, children, like, run, go help. Yeah. But there was nobody. And on top of that, I don't know if, and I'm only thinking about this now, I don't know if they locked the door behind them whenever you go to rob a bank, but like no new customers coming in.
I would assume locking the door of the banks,
right? And like I said, I'm only now thinking about that. So, but anyways, like, how do you not see the bus? How do you not see the bus and the fucking?
I don't know.
But
well, they were out before the fucking cops got there. That's faux show.
That is true, because they do come back like out of it and they go into the line of all the buses. Mm-hmm. But you still see people like walking, and there's like, I don't know,
strolling along like nothing's going on.
Right. Like, how do you not see a hole in the bank wall and like just wonder what the fuck is going on? Mm-hmm. I don't know. That just blew my mind that nobody saw that.
So you get a little what do you think about Christian Bale as Batman?
Hey, he's my favorite one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I am really excited to see the Robert Pattinson.
I am too.
Batman. I feel like Robert Pattinson might wind up being my favorite Batman.
I hope so.
Maybe, but I tell you this, man, Christian Bale is hands down my favorite Bruce Wayne.
For sure.
he is my favorite Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Batman, I prefer Michael Keaton's.
I had a feeling.
I prefer Michael Keaton's Batman to Christian Bale's Batman. It's just his Batman voice. And he sounds like he's out of breath all the time. Yeah. Like, all the time. All the time.
Which I actually...
What do you mean? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they?
See, I do have something... God damn it. I have something to say about that. Everybody hates that. Mm-hmm. And I love it. Now, the out of breath part, I'm not a big fan.
Yeah.
But like that deeper voice going from Bruce Wayne to Batman.
You like his heavy metal Batman?
Yeah, I like that. I like your Ace of Spades type of get it out like communication.
The Ace of Spades.
Right. but as for the like the out of breath stuff, mm-hmm. It takes him forever to get a fucking sentence out because like he's just trying. He's like, these people just prove to you. Yeah, it just takes forever. And
can he not breathe in that suit, or what's the? Surely there's.
Well, also keep in mind, like he's probably getting his ass kicked. He's Batman.
Yeah,
if he's out and doing something.
No, I get for him to be out of a breath in some situations. perfectly acceptable.
Right.
But when he's just interrogating a guy just standing around,
Right.
like he's just been standing in a corner for half an hour,
Yeah.
and they shut off the lights or whatever, and then, then there's Batman, and there he is. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Fucking, did you just run here?"
Right. Yeah, he did a couple laps around the room real quick. You didn't see him. It's fucking Batman.
So there's one thing I'm just picking out the very few things that I don't like about it. There's a bit where Batman bends a man's gun. He like bends the barrel of his gun.
Yeah.
I don't like that because Batman doesn't have superhuman strength. He's a strong man, but he's still just a man.
Well, how much does the suit help with that? Is what I want to know.
Bending a gun? I mean, the force has got to come from you. Like,
True.
I have some guns if you like. Good luck.
That reminds me. Have you ever seen The Dark Knight Returns? Now this is
Is that the one with Bane?
No, this is animated, but it's 3 hours long, and it's incredible.
I guess not. I have not The Killing Joke.
That's a good one too.
I have one of them. Alicia's brother Will gave to me. He's like, "Read this. It's my favorite comic," and I will. Right now, I'm reading Watchmen still.
Oh, yeah, that's
which,
a good one too.
Everybody knows it takes me so fucking long to finish a book. I really do enjoy reading. It sounds crazy, man. If I was unemployed, I would read books, but I just, man, by the time I do this and
well, it's the same thing with me in movies. Like, like I want to. Watch them. I want to like sit down, but I just can't see myself sitting down for that long anymore.
Right.
Like
doing any one thing.
Right. I don't know. It blows my mind. But anyways, the reason I bring that up is because in The Dark Knight Returns, Batman's old as fuck for one.
Right. That's my favorite Batman like timeline when he's like an old grizzled man.
Right.
That's the best.
And it's I'm pretty sure this is actually where they got the inspiration for Batman vs Superman, because in this the first like half of it is him fighting Superman, and he has that suit. Mm-hmm. The force comes from that suit for sure.
Oh yeah, in that.
So do you wonder if maybe there's a little bit of that within his suit in The Dark Knight? I wonder.
I don't think so, because it's just body armor.
True.
He even says, "I need to upgrade my suit."
Right.
Because it's just body armor.
He gets attacked by a goddamn dog. And it goes through.
It's a big dog.
Yeah, and apparently that's another interesting fact.
He just needs to carry treats. You just have some treats, like keep a hot dog in one of those pockets. You got all those pockets on your belt.
Are you sure for those kind of dogs?
Yeah.
I think you bring a full ribeye for each one.
Like a tomahawk pork chop or whatever.
You're Bruce Wayne. You can afford it, right?
That's true. Get him like a beef Wellington.
Yeah.
That way
get him some Wagyu.
That way
or something like that.
It doesn't leak in your pocket. Just a nice cooked Wellington. You just give it to the dog. You ain't got to worry about it. It's fine.
He's running for food. That's all he needs.
Yeah, it's like, dude, that dog. Care. He would a dog would drop your ass in an instant for a beef Wellington.
Oh,
it'd be like, oh,
you better chuck it like a grenade.
Still a dog though. shake it at him real quick so he knows. Get him all hunkered down.
Little begging strips. But yeah, that's an interesting fact about that dog and that bite, because in The Dark Knight Rises, he takes off his shirt or something. You actually see the scar from that dog. It's still there. Nice.
They keep it congruent. I appreciate.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
I appreciate that kind of attention to detail.
Right.
So Marvel's really good at that.
Yes.
But there is one thing that I will never fucking get over. It is, so Tony had the surgery to remove the canister thing.
Right.
So he wears the nanotech or whatever in the end. So when he gets back to Earth, he takes it off and he hands it to Cap, and you can see like his exposed chest. There's no giant scar from where he had a humongous gaping hole right in his solar plex.
Right.
Like there's nothing there. It's just fine.
I mean, unless he's got the best plastic surgeon in town.
That one incongruity, it really bothers me.
Really?
But what was the other thing where Clint gets real fucked up and they put him in that cradle thing?
Wait, who? Who gets fucked up?
Hawkeye. He gets real fucked up, and they put him in that. They put him in that cradle thing with the doctor. What's her fucking name? I can't remember.
I got no clue.
So I mean, I guess the tech exists in that universe. I wish they would have at least addressed it at some point.
Give you an explanation.
Said, oh yeah, no, he got this done instead.
Right.
So where it's looks fine. Then I could have totally let it go.
Right.
NBD, dog.
Well, I've got a couple of those in this movie. Just a couple. But see, but for me, those
incongruities,
right? But for me, those don't entirely. You know, they won't ruin a movie.
No.
for me.
No. Not even close.
But one of them was, you know, the bus in the bank. How does nobody, you know? Oh my God, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's no crowd, nothing.
The Batman, like the cowl, hasn't aged quite as well as I thought. I think it's the cheekbones.
Yeah.
In the mask or whatever. There's like two scenes where you are dead on with it, where it's not off to the side a bit or whatever, because off to the side it looks quite good.
Right.
But in the two shots they give you where it is just straight on, its cheekbones are like insanely high, and
right.
It looks a little off.
Yeah.
But I still think it looks fine.
Right.
I noticed it. I've seen this probably 3 times and never noticed it before.
Really?
And I noticed it on my last watch, and I was like, well, that doesn't look like a face. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't look like it's made for a face.
Right, that doesn't look like it's a real person's face.
I mean, it's probably made so he can take a fucking punch.
Actually, I didn't even think about that.
Or a pipe to the head or
and
whatever.
In which he does
yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah, he gets his ass kicked a bit in this, which I like.
Yeah.
I like the way they're like, oh, Batman can beat up 12 guys.
Right.
But he still gets hit a couple of times.
Well, and one of my favorite things about this movie is, you know, most of the time, like in a comic book movie, let's say you have Thanos, right?
Okay.
For like several movies, he's just sending lackeys,
mm-hmm.
you know? But every time that there's an attack on Batman, the Joker is there.
Mm-hmm.
The Joker is like punching him, like he's in that crowd. He's trying to beat the shit out of him. Like I don't know. I like that he gets in there with him.
Yeah.
He's not just like some like higher up guy that's like, oh,
no,
I'll do it myself.
His method for beating a man is so bizarre. He's just like flailing at him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's not a boxer.
Right.
You know what I mean? He doesn't know how to effectively kick a man's ass.
Right.
He's just like, yeah, you just hit him, right? With your appendages.
Yeah.
That's how it goes, right?
And most of the time, like, he's got, he had those boots with, like, that fucking blade in it. Mm-hmm. And he's sitting there just kicking the shit out of Batman.
Just fucking kicking the dog piss out of him.
Dude, he's a crazy guy.
Yeah, he sure is.
There is a scene where, they actually, you know, they go into the bank that they just robbed, and Gordon's there, and he's just kind of looking over everything.
Dude, fucking, this movie is the reason why I'm like, I fucking love Gary Oldman.
Oh, yeah.
He's so good in this. I mean, I guess this movie made me pay more attention to more of his roles.
Same.
I'd seen him in a million things, and I was like,
but you never knew.
Yeah, I was like, I knew. So I go, who is that guy? And they'll go, that's Gary Oldman. And I go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, fucking Gary Oldman?
Right.
Dude, and don't get me wrong, though, Gary Oldman has done a lot of shit.
Shit ton of shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But, man, I guess you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I guess so.
Wayne Gretzky.
Well, I remember, I think the first time that I saw
Wayne
him...
Gretzky that said that?
It is.
Woo.
It is Grain Wetzky, for sure.
Grain Wetzky.
But, God damn it. Now I forgot what I was going to say, because I got to say Grain Wetzky, and that's just hilarious. I think the first thing that I saw Gary Oldman on was Lost in Space.
Oh, yeah, he is in Lost in Space.
He's the villain or whatever, because he's up there just fucking shit up for him.
Yeah, he's also in The Fifth Element. He's the bad guy in The Fifth Element. He's got that weird hairpiece thing going on.
Yeah. He does a lot of weird shit, and he does a lot of stuff with cosmetics.
You ever seen Bram Stoker's Dracula?
Never heard of it.
With Keanu Reeves and Gary Oldman?
Oh, yeah.
Gary Oldman's Dracula? It's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's a little schlocky in some bits.
But he can get dressed up. Like, oh, yeah. And he looks great.
Yeah.
What is the movie that he does just recently where he's an old-ass man?
Mank?
No.
I believe Mank's on my watch list. It's from 2021.
No, this came out a while back.
It's shot in black and white, and it's supposed to be, I believe it's in the same universe or about one of the characters from Citizen Kane.
Mm.
It's about the main guy from Citizen Kane, I think.
See, I haven't even seen Citizen Kane. Okay, the one I am thinking of is called Darkest Hour.
Oh, okay. Darkest Hour. Is that a military thing?
He plays, I think it's Winston Churchill.
Oh, yeah, that was great. Yeah, where he's Winston Churchill. He wears that fat suit.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I liked it quite a bit.
But like from all the things that I've seen from it, with his cosmetics and stuff, it looks great.
Yeah, he looks like Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
That's a really convincing fat suit. I guess that's when Marvel's like, we can make Thor fat.
Right.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
No reason not to. We have it.
Yeah, we got it. I wonder how long they're going to get Chris Hemsworth to just get absolutely cut every other year to play Thor.
I mean, I'll take that job. How much are they paying?
You want to get fucking ripped up? Dude, you see Kumail Nanjiani? He's going to be in Immortals, and he got fucking shredded, bro. He looks awesome.
He looks crazy. Like it's almost like there's this, okay, you have a child.
Uh-huh.
Do they ever watch SpongeBob?
Not really.
Or do you know anything about SpongeBob?
Yeah, a bit.
So there's this thing where it's Squidward, right? And then somebody makes a portrait of him, and his face is like chiseled.
Squidward?
That's what this has become. Like, he literally went from, comedian to ripped, and his face looks different.
He's still really funny, though.
Oh, yeah.
He's got such a fucking chiseled jawline,
right.
man. He looks cut up, dude. He looks great.
Yeah, I was so surprised.
I cannot wait to watch, is it Immortals?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking pumped to watch it, though, because I genuinely really like Kumail Nanjiani.
Oh, yeah.
He's a great dramatic actor, which a lot of people know him for his comedy, and his comedy's not everybody's taste. I think he's very funny.
Absolutely.
But he's actually a really good dramatic actor. So I'm really excited to see him in something that's not slapsticky, kind of I'm just a taxi driver or whatever, which is super fucking racist. I hate that shit.
Right.
Although that Uber movie was kind of funny.
Oh, yeah, with him and Batista?
Him and Dave Batista. It was, sorry, it had its moments. I watch fucking everything, so.
And I feel like I watched nothing.
Well, you come back on the show again, and I'll give you an excuse to watch a thing, because I will force you to watch it. That
is all I want in my life.
Aaron Eckhart is so flashy, and just like all the casting in this. This is my dream casting for this movie. I wouldn't replace anybody with anybody,
right?
But I especially like Aaron Eckhart as
Harvey Dent.
As Harvey Dent, yeah. He's probably my favorite. I like Aaron Eckhart quite a bit. I think he's very underrated, and half of it is his face.
Well, I've only seen one other thing.
He's got that very like blocky.
Yes.
He's got a very blocky like structure to his.
Yeah, he's got like the square jaw and all that
I think
stuff.
that's why he doesn't get cast in stuff that he would be absolutely perfect for.
Yeah,
he's a perfect prosecuting attorney. I'll tell you that.
Right. The time, and I actually have this in my notes. There's a point where he's he's actually, they're in court. He's trying to get the information from the guy on the stand and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That guy actually tries to kill him.
Yeah.
He has a gun, points it at him, but it jams. And he just grabs it, punches him in the face, and then like disassembles it, says it was made in China.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to kill a public servant, buy American.
Right.
And then he turns around and they're trying to... He wants to ask more questions, but they're taking, obviously, the fucking
and he's
attempted
like,
assassin.
I'm just getting warmed up, baby.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. That his whole kind of flashy showboaty thing, like not being intimidated by these guys, I fucking ate it up, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I loved it.
I did too. But something I thought, like, and I wrote down is, this is a way different movie if that gun doesn't jam.
Yeah. Yeah.
and what are the chances? You know what I mean? Like that,
pretty fucking small,
right?
For a misfire on a fucking handgun like that,
and you have to imagine, obviously, like all of that's completely intentional.
The next thing I've got, what's the next thing you've got? You go ahead. I skipped for a bit.
Well, yeah, in that point, actually, I realized I never even finished this thought. Whenever they were in the bank, Gordon's in there with some other cops, and they're all looking over the vault where all of the opening scene where they took the money. Batman comes in. Gordon holds up a picture of the Joker, and Batman says, "Him again." So how long have they been like interacting with each other?
Maybe he just kind of pops up from time to time, and he's like, "Who's behind this?"
Right.
And they're like, "It's the Joker," and he's like, "I think the Joker's up to something."
I just figured it out from your information. But I want to see that. I wish Christopher Nolan would actually go back. I want to see those times. But obviously, Ledger, you can't do
right.
it.
Which is a fucking shame.
It
man.
really is.
That
This
is
was
a
his
fucking shame.
final completed movie.
Yeah. What? No, he had another one after this.
Well, this is his final completed one.
Oh, he actually didn't finish shooting it, so they just had to use like other footage to tie
Right.
it up.
It was The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. I looked it up
Yes.
last night.
Yeah. I watched it.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
I watched it a long time ago, so...
It was enchanting and fanciful, and it was okay.
Right. Yeah, that's...
like 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
For me, thumbs.
And it was, like... It did kind of blow my mind that they, they pretty much just recast him with a bunch of, I guess, his buddies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what was it? Colin Farrell, Jude Law,
Yeah.
Johnny Depp, I think, was one of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, just weird. But I would have loved to see them going back and forth before this,
Yeah.
Like I would love to see Batman's like first reaction to the Joker instead of him again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's been dealing with him for a while.
His initial like, who the fuck is this guy?
Right.
Who's
Like
this
I
fucking-
want to try and figure him out, which obviously he still does in this movie, but I don't know.
Yeah. It's like the meme where you slowly put on the clown makeup.
Speaking of, I haven't seen the newest Joker either. Have you? With Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Don't know why it's the Joker. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't need to be a Batman property movie.
Oh, gotcha.
You could have called it the Joker and had it have nothing to do with Batman or Gotham or any of that.
But are they going to tie it all in? I assume with the new Batman, Robert Pattinson.
It would be wise of them to do so.
Yeah.
It would be pretty fucking stupid of them to not do it.
But I wonder if Joaquin
Because-
Phoenix.
It's a really good film. Have you ever seen Taxi Driver?
Nope.
Okay. It's Taxi Driver.
I will compare that.
It's a mentally ill man that gets pushed a little too far over the edge because we live in a society, like the
Right.
we
Where
do.
people are dicks. And,
Yep. Some people are dicks and only have their own interests in mind,
That makes sense.
which is how it works.
I want to see it.
Yeah, it's good. It's I thought I was gonna hate it, and I actually really liked it. My one critique of it is it doesn't need to have anything to do with that. It would have been just as good, if not maybe a little bit better, if it wasn't a DC property thing.
Well, I will ask, like, is there a mention of Batman?
It's the Wayne family.
Okay.
Yeah, but Batman is a child when this all takes place.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So, then I still have here that Rachel is completely played by a different actress.
She was recast. Used to be Katie Holmes.
Yeah, and now it's Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, I prefer Maggie Gyllenhaal.
I do too.
Yeah.
I
Don't
do
get me
too.
wrong. I like Katie Holmes. She's wholesome as she can be. She's just a small town Idaho girl
Right.
trying to make it in the big city. Do you remember the bit where the Joker has the 3 guys and he kills the one dude and he's like, "Which one of you guys wants to join our little club here?" And then he just breaks the pool cue
We're having tryouts.
and drops one. He's
Yep.
like, "We're having tryouts," just implying that as long as they will serve him, if they fight to the death, one of them can live. And I thought that was especially brutal. And it's almost like a throwaway scene.
Yeah.
Like, because it's so short and then they just cut to something entirely different. But I'm like,
Right.
that's pretty fucking sick and twisted. It would have been funny if he, like, got some popcorn and sat on the couch
Right.
and was, like, watching them try to fucking kill each other.
But no, he leaves the room and he says, "Make it fast."
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, he's got places to be.
Right.
Busy man.
He's so crazy. The homemade videos that the Joker, like, what was it? The first one was the Batman imposter.
Yeah.
That he has to read a note.
Oh my god, they're unsettling to watch.
Exactly. For one.
Are you the real Batman?
Yeah.
Oh no!
And then that "look at me."
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, that's tough. But Heath Ledger, he actually directed that first one under supervision of Christopher Nolan.
Right.
But the second one, since Nolan liked the first one so much, apparently,
He just let him do it.
yeah, and it was perfect because the second one is that reporter or whatever hanging upside down, reading off a paper, and it's freaking everybody out.
Yeah.
So I love those two little things because it really shows how fucking brutal the goddamn Joker
Yeah,
is.
I wish
man.
you would have zoomed out and showed the dude hanging upside down.
I know,
Because
but
it took me... This is like... I guess this is probably my 4th or 5th watch. I mean, I've seen this flick a couple of times. But this was the first watch when I realized that guy was upside down.
oh really?
I
'cause
had
the
never known.
papers-
Yeah, I was like, "What? So is that a fan, or is the Joker like grabbing him, and I'm just missing his hand, or what's going on there?"
Yeah.
It was the first watch I actually realized that guy's upside down.
I wonder though, because in that scene, that little short home movie thing, it never shows him upside down, right?
Right.
But go to and I'm skipping to the end of the movie. Deal with it. They have the Joker. He's hanging upside down. He's giving this whole monologue and stuff, but they never show him upside down. Like whenever it's on him, he like the whole camera is upside down, so he looks right side up. So I don't know if those like have anything to do with each other.
I don't know.
But I noticed that like I was watching and I was like, he's never upside down. You always see him right side up.
Yeah, maybe Nolan saw it and liked it so much he wanted to do it as a hat tip,
Right.
to his other. Yeah,
That makes sense.
that could have been that would be interesting.
I want to look that one up.
The next thing I have is like, all right, listen, if you're listening to the show, you've seen this fucking movie, okay? I really like the Skyhook.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that Skyhook is fucking sick.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't know how that wouldn't break your neck.
You better have a bat suit.
Buddy, yeah, you better be bat suiting it up.
Yeah.
It's like I want to be able to move my neck, but just not too much, though.
Right, not too fast.
Yeah.
Where it just, pops clean off.
Right, yeah. Because, man, just getting picked up by an airplane in mid-transit,
Yeah.
holy fucking shit.
Well, and actually, this time watching it, like, I realized, because I apparently I hadn't remembered how it worked. Because, I see the parachute thing go up, the lights and whatnot. And then I'm like, okay, so they're just going to parachute all the way to America? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. And then I see the plane and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then they, climb up.
Yeah, no, that was cool. I think that's incredibly clever, and I
Yeah.
would love it if that's a real thing, like to get military people out of a tight spot.
Right.
How do you make that cable lightweight enough, though?
And
also strong enough to be picked up by an airplane.
Well, that's the thing
that's
that I'm
gonna
most worried
break your
about.
fucking neck.
Right.
Oh my god, dude.
Apparently for that scene, though, because you see, it's this gun that, he has to blow the windows out. They have the little charges attached to it.
I like his little sticky bomb gun.
Exactly.
I love that thing.
And he sets the timer with this little dial.
I like the way it looks so not manufactured.
Right.
Like it's just a bunch of boxes held together with like little Allen wrench screws. I bet there's a lot of Loctite in that motherfucker. But it's a sweet gun, man, and it breaks down so small, fits in his fucking pouch. That's your fucking classic Batman.
The range.
One thing I liked about this movie a whole lot was the inclusion of his detective work. I feel like not a lot of Batman properties lean hard enough on him being the world's greatest detective.
Like at the points where he's in the because Wayne Manor was burned down in the first one.
Right.
So now they're in this crazy like warehouse thing there, like where they're using the gun to go through the bricks. And yeah. Those were really cool.
No, his and that is Batman's first characteristic. Less that he's a ninja, like OG Batman. You're talking more of him being like a Dick Tracy type,
right? Who
also is very capable in a fist fight,
right?
He had some gadgets and shit because that helps make him a better detective. But that was his main thing, was that he could solve the mystery and then go apprehend whoever it was. And there are a lot of properties out there that don't lean hard enough on that,
right? And
he's a detective first. That's the first thing he is.
Right.
Not the
tortured child.
Fucking well, the city just,
I walked 4 steps. I'm gonna take 3 minutes to speak 8 syllables.
Good old fucking Batman.
So another thing I have here is whenever you have Harvey Dent, Rachel, they're at their table before Harvey is introduced to Bruce Wayne. Yeah. Bruce Wayne comes in with a bombshell, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And he's like, oh, let's get a couple of, tables together. Like, oh, I don't know if they'll let us. He's like, They should. I own the place.
And then they don't pull a table together. It's just
right,
the same table.
It's the same table. They just all
pull some
sit at
chairs
it.
over.
Right. Which I didn't even think
I wish they
would
have left the scene in and be like, they come over and they go, "Oh, sorry, Mr. Wayne, we don't move the tables here." And be like, "I own the place." And be like, "We still don't move them there." So.
But you don't own these chairs, sir. These are rented.
Insurance thing. It's got to do with insurance.
But I love his cocky billionaire, his attitude.
He's perfect as Bruce Wayne, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's perfect. Because he's doing like a looser American Psycho kind of thing, I think.
Pretty much.
It's fucking really good, though.
I guess another interesting fact, they're all coming to me.
Oh, yeah?
The scene where, they have to go down. They're up and then they have they have to go past the, what do you call it? The fire truck that is on fire.
Take Lower 7th Street or whatever whatever street it is.
So they go down there, and the way they filmed that was actually like, it was a smaller scale. Like, it was practical effects or whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Because I saw pictures of it, and what is it? There's a truck. I don't know. It almost looks like a trash truck, right? Because it's just one of them that's just in there as they're passing. And it's like maybe this big.
Really?
Yeah. Like about wingspan.
I have seen that with the Batmobile when they have the little Batmobile.
Yeah.
That's fucking rad, man.
Right?
Could you imagine owning that and just be like, haha, I have the Batmobile RC car that's like 2 feet tall?
Dude, I would love that. I'd be taking out little kids left and right, just being like, oh,
dude.
You think your car's cool?
Yep, I fucking run my dogs over all the time with that thing. If I had it.
Just taking them out Batman style.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
So
he's got the fucking what do you call it? The speed racer, like jump, where he can make his car jump.
Mm-hmm.
What would you call that?
I don't know.
The sled.
The sled?
It's got to be a pneumatic sled. If I was an engineer, that's what it would be. It would be a pneumatic sled.
Something that I have here. Bruce Wayne and Lucius Fox, Morgan Freeman, who is fantastic in this.
Yeah.
One of my favorite scenes from him is where he's almost getting blackmailed because that Reese guy or whatever found all the stuff. But he's just like, okay, so you're going to blackmail Batman?
You think that Bruce Wayne is Batman. If the guy would have just doubled down and went, he would have been like, all right, fuck, I got to pay you that.
Yeah, but the whole thing was a threat. So, there was he says, I want $10 million every year, I guess for the rest of my life.
That's a little presumptuous.
Right?
$10 million?
Yeah. And then, of course, Fox.
How about fucking 500,000? I'll shut my mouth and let Bruce Wayne gallivant about town as a Batman.
But that's the thing. It's Bruce Wayne.
He might have just paid him if he would have lowered the bar. $10 million a year? You know how many movies you could make?
Well, actually, if you think about it, did you see what he did to, I guess, stop that? He saved his life. Mm-hmm. Because the Joker wants him dead what? In 24 hours or something like that? Or he blows up a hospital?
I love the way everybody is like, gonna kill him.
Kill him.
Yeah. And, like, kill that guy because I have a loved one in the hospital.
Right. Well, even Jess, I was sitting there watching it, and she's just like, so why don't they just kill him? And I'm like, well,
that's the point.
Yeah, I was just like, just watch. She's like, well, but if they have people, it's a hospital versus one guy. And I'm like, yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that's what the Joker does. He makes everybody make that choice.
Right.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he does the same thing with the boats. But but we'll get to that. That's fine. But anyways, whenever Bruce Wayne and Lucius Fox are talking, he's basically introducing him to this sonar thing, where you use
he's like, oh, sonar like a bat, but before he can say bat, Lucius he's like a submarine, Mr. Wayne, like a submarine.
I have that here. Are we expected to think they're going to say like a bat when talking about sonar?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Because I'm sitting there and watching it for I don't fucking know, maybe the 10th time. Yeah. Even just now, I was just like, well, like a bat. And he's like, it's like a submarine. Well, that's not right. That's not what you should have said there.
That's totes right though, because that's what submarines do.
It is true. This actually kind of cracked me up because this is a Christopher Nolan film. This is a Batman. It's dark and it's gritty. And on one of the scenes, the scene where they're actually locking up all of the mobsters, one of the cops, when he's putting one into the car, he says, "Have a nice trip. See you next fall."
Does he really?
That is the corniest thing that I have ever heard.
That's awful. There was one thing I forgot about in this movie where I was watching, I'm like, oh man, I forgot that happens. That sucks. When Gordon gets killed.
Yeah.
And then he didn't.
And then he does
that
it right.
That it was a fake out. I'm like, geez, I fucking forgot all about that. Because I was like, oh no.
Right.
Gordon, oh no.
No, luckily I did not have that surprise because I knew that at the end of the movie, like he's sitting there with Harvey and with Batman and going through his family and stuff.
Yeah, I forgot about all that.
And how many times have you seen this movie?
Maybe 5, but I gotta say, man, it's been several years since my last viewing.
This is 2008?
Right, yeah. I did own this at one point.
Yeah.
So I watched it a couple of times while I owned it, and then I used to move around a lot.
Right.
So I don't know, misplaced it during a move. Maybe I accidentally sold it at a yard sale. Maybe I lent it to a friend and they just never returned it, which I'm sure is also a very real possibility.
Happens a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm normally the guy who keeps them, though. Just saying.
You're the guy that keeps them? Well, I was going to offer to loan you some movies, but...
don't do it. I will keep them.
Rescinded. There's a bit where the exploding prisoner, they've got that guy and they lock him up in county, and he's like, I don't feel good. And they're like, get off the ground, you fucking piece of shit. And he's like, make the voices go away, replace them with lights like Christmas. And then they here's the part that I didn't like is when they got the guy on the ground and they lift up his shirt and they clearly see a box under his skin. They're not like, there's a bomb in this guy, because that would be my first thought is this guy has a bomb inside of him.
Right. This is Gotham City. We've had a lot of bombs going off lately.
Yep. And this guy, he's got one in him.
Right. Don't panic.
And not up his butt. They cut him open to put it in there, so it's probably pretty big.
It's going to be some scarring.
Yeah. The actual, when he blows, though, when the body blows, you see the body go first and then the explosion. Whoa.
Yeah. I was wondering if you caught that.
Yeah, I know. I absolutely caught that.
Because it's super quick. Yeah. But you see, it's just body and then...
I love explosions in movies, but there's so many out there where they just like, that's your favorite though, right? Explosions in movies, and it's not my favorite.
Right.
It's not my favorite. I don't want to watch 15 minutes of explosions in a 2-hour movie.
Michael Bay.
Yeah. Megaforce. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
The Joker with his weird like forcing people to make choices that they shouldn't have to make choices about. Where it's Rachel or it's Rachel or it's Dent.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's weird because he even tells him, like, he has it planned the whole time. When they're in the interrogating room or whatever you want to call it, Joker tells Batman that he's going to choose who dies. He doesn't say he gets to choose who to save.
Right.
So whenever Batman chooses to try and save Rachel, he is choosing her to die. Because instead he ends up getting Dent and Rachel doesn't make it.
Right.
So like you said, him making people make that choice. Like, that's his thing.
That is his thing.
Yeah. Like he's not in it for.
He just wants to see people in crisis.
Yeah.
That's it. He just fucking gets off to it.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But and I want to see, and again, Heath Ledger no longer with us, but I want to see that shit. Like I want to go back. I want to see what made him that way.
Heath Ledger's Joker is like, it is its own fucking thing, man.
Right.
You're not gonna get that replicated out of anybody.
No.
Anybody. You're certainly not going to get it out of old, what's his fuck?
Jared Leto?
Jared Leto, yeah. I am excited to watch the Snyder Cut. Haven't seen it yet as of our recording this. I believe it came out yesterday as I'm recording this. But I'm excited to watch it. I hear it's like a totally different movie. There's more like team building.
Of Suicide Squad?
No. Justice League.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Is Joker in that?
Well, the
Didn't
original
mean to fly off the handle. I'm sorry.
That's okay. The original Justice League movie is real bad.
Okay.
It's real bad. And they made this big old thing about the Joker, and Jared Leto is the Joker, and he's going to be fucking awesome. Oh my God, it's fucking Joker.
Right.
Stroke my dick a little bit harder, by the way. Do you like the Joker?
Right.
I'm really the Joker, and my girlfriend's really a Harley Quinn. That's how this.
Oh shit!
Fucking, oh God, I fucking love the Joker. Oh God. Oh Joker. Oh God.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, that shit. So that was it. And he's like real sleazy, and he's in it for maybe 5 minutes.
Gotcha.
Of the entire movie that was bad. So the Zack Snyder cut, something happened where he had to leave the making of the film. They let him finish his cut because that was the original movie. And they have re-released it on HBO. And now it's like it's its own fucking... You'll be able to buy it soon, trust me.
I hope so.
But it's like it's its own movie, and it's like 4 hours long.
I cannot wait to buy it, put it on a shelf, and not watch it until 8 years later when I talk about it on a podcast
and
somewhere.
Just when I just watch it on the shelf. You know what I mean? Just stand there and look at it longingly, maybe bite my lip a little bit.
Man, that cover art.
Woo, gotta tell you.
Fucking tantalizing.
Woo, that Batman is swole. So the Two-Face CGI thing holds up pretty good?
I would say yes.
It's got some hard outlines, but the image itself looks pretty good.
And I was paying attention to that. And, you know, there's a scene where he's in the bar. This is where he's going to kill the first guy.
It looked better in that.
Yeah.
It looked the worst part of the Two-Face CGI is when he's in the hospital.
Yes.
The rest of it looks way better.
Right.
And looks good.
Yeah, whenever he's in that bar and he takes that drink and it comes out of the other side.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that looked great.
Yeah.
But another thing, I don't know if... I mean, I know a lot of people like try to make this a thing, but there's a point in the hospital. You know how the Joker comes to... You know, he comes to speak to Harvey Dent.
Are you talking about... Hold on. Are you talking about when he takes his mask off?
Yes.
He takes his mask off and there's a delayed reaction to him. He's like, oh, God, you fucking... Ah!
Well, like, how do you not... Okay, so for one, yes, they are wearing a hospital mask. Everyone should know what these are by now with the pandemic and all that shit.
That's like saying, if you and Alicia were in here and you guys were both wearing masks, then I couldn't tell you apart.
Exactly.
I just wouldn't know who either of you was until you took it off, and then I'd be super surprised.
Right. And he goes after him. Like, you don't see the white and the black around. Like, I don't know. That blew my mind, because this is Harvey Dent, you know, a DA. Like, he's a very well respected.
He's a sharp guy.
He's an intelligent man.
He's not an idiot.
Right. But I mean, he did also have half his face burnt off. So I mean, how is his vision right now?
Right.
Yeah. But still, I don't know. You see all that, the makeup on the face, you don't just immediately think Joker.
No.
He's just like, this bitch is made up. Too made up. She looks like straight up shit.
She looks like a fucking clown.
Goddamn porcelain
that
doll.
was the next thing I had, the delayed response to recognizing the Joker.
It cracks me up. I can't remember where they're at, but this is where Lucius is showing Bruce Wayne the new gadgets that he's made for him.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them is the sleeve.
Yeah.
And it has the batarangs coming out, right?
Yep,
the little.
Yep.
He shoots them out, and they fucking go across the room, and they stick into something or whatever.
Yep.
So just like I had way different movie if the gun doesn't jam, way different movie if he's holding it different and just fucking shoots himself in the chest with it.
Right, and just kills himself.
Yeah.
Or kills Lucius.
Yeah, it kills both of them. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. And I like he uses them at the end of the movie on Joker.
Yes.
And then there's no like blood or anything. Like there's no.
That is actually another interesting fact.
Okay, bring it on.
So blood is only shown twice in this movie.
Right.
So it's shown the first time with the imposter Batman who is hung, and he hits the window. The one jump scare of the movie.
Right.
And the second time, I believe, is with Harvey Dent in the hospital. It's on his pillow from his face. There's blood there.
Oh, yeah.
But
well, it's like a hemoglobin.
Yeah, but that's the only blood you see.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
yeah, that makes sense. It wasn't, I don't remember, well.
Oh, wait, no.
The exploding guy.
Well, okay, that, but but you also don't see it. You see a shadow. You see a silhouette.
Right. You see viscera.
But you do see when the dog fucking eats his goddamn shoulder out.
Stitching himself up.
Yeah, sorry, there's blood there.
Pretty nasty looking gash.
But not a lot of blood out there.
Man, one of my favorite things about this movie really is the storyboard work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, somebody sat down and went through a fucking fat stack of comics.
Absolutely.
Before they fucking wrote this.
As they should.
Yeah, as they should. And it shows that they did.
Yeah.
Or if they didn't, I hope that guy is living La Vida Loca. Because what great fucking amazing work. I mean,
he should be writing comics.
Whoever you had for your writing team that put this all together, man, they fucking did their homework. And the way that it's sequentially put together and the way the stakes are constantly through the movie, it's very, very salient.
And I think it's that sucks you into it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because like I said, you know, I was sitting there, I was taking notes, I was trying to be critical, and, you know, I was thinking about shit, but after a while, I just had to, like, close up the thing and just sit there and watch, because, like, that's the ride you want, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely love this movie. It's...
What else you got? That's actually all I've got as far as my notes are considered. Like, I didn't care about walking through this entire movie step by step because everybody's seen it.
That's really all I had.
Yeah, is that?
Yeah.
I mean, that's tightened up real nice. I mean, I wouldn't say we necessarily put a bow on it, but it's The Dark Knight. You fucking seen this movie.
Right.
If you forgot how good it is, and like me, you haven't seen it in a long time, it is worth a rewatch.
Absolutely.
If nothing, solely for Heath Ledger's performance.
Yes.
It's a good movie. The casting's good, the writing's good, the lines are good, the cinematography's good. How many thumbs would you give this movie?
Whew. Man, for this one, and what's funny is I listened to the Bloody Hell episode, and you gave a movie a 9.75, I do believe. This is my 9.75.
That's your 9.75?
Oh, yeah.
I'll give this 8.5 easy. It was every bit as good as I remembered, and then I had forgotten a couple of little things that I really enjoyed revisiting.
Right.
So that's all I've got for Batman.
And honestly, you don't need to see the first one.
No.
You don't need to see the third one.
No.
Just watch that one.
Yeah. Or you can watch the third one for a good laugh. We're going to go watch the third one as a bad movie. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to watch Catwoman.
With the great Bally Harry.
Bally Harry, who hasn't aged a day in 35 years. Halle Berry's got to be a robot.
A robot?
A robot.
Well, I think her, Pharrell Williams, Keanu Reeves, they're all robots. And most of the birds.
Yeah.
Yeah. They charge on the power lines, man. If it flies, it spies, just saying.
They're drones.
Yeah.
Government drones.
Birds aren't real.
Government bird drones. Bird werewolf drones.
I just realized something.
What?
Birdman.
Yeah, he's a government drone.
We've known this for a while.
You know about Birdman?
Oh, shit. No, I had no clue. Well, I need to talk to him.
It's on the IRS payroll. The IRS? What?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Why would that be the government agency? He's a drone, but he's just like, oh, they didn't pay their taxes.
Get those taxes. You're going to be audited.
I had a little peek at those financial records, and I got to tell you, not exactly congruent. We're going to go do that. Welcome back to the AGP, which of course stands for Amateur Golf People. My name is Doug Gunder, and with me today always.
Hi, Doug? Doug, I'm Beats McCluster.
Beats, great to have you here. See, we're joined back on the 18th while Ricky Schmaler is, he's in the woods.
Have we already made it to the 18th hole?
For Ricky Schmaler. Yes. So, first round, his
first round action has really been impressive.
Yeah.
Doug Gunder?
Yeah, and
Doug Gunder.
Of course, Lions Forest is still at the top of the leaderboard instead of Tiger Woods.
Lions has been playing with impeccable skill in this second round of premier action of AGP.
You know it.
All games played.
Mm-hmm. All golf players.
All golf players.
People
that are playing golf. back to Shin's for Shin.
All right. It looks like Ricky Schmeller looks like Ricky Schmeller's just finished with 12 under. Let's go ahead and throw it to Buns.
So Buns has been not him. He's not been playing well lately.
Oh, Buns is playing? Yeah, but Buns has not been playing exceptionally well today. He's 2 over for the round, but still 3 under for the tournament. Yeah.
Buns is a sneaky bastard.
He is sneaky Buns.
Sneaky
And
Buns.
Lions Forest is 12 under. I'm Doug Gunder. Special thanks to Brad Sexton for our jams. Please check out his latest project at suns.bandcamp.com. That is sunds.bandcamp.com. Thanks to Lamplighter Productions for our artwork. Please check out more of their stuff on Instagram at lamplighter_productions_IL. First time listener, we're anywhere podcasts are found, but if you don't subscribe to any of those services, listen to the show for free on our website. It's just the number 2, movies.buzzsprout.com. That's it's just 2movies.buzzsprout.com. Want to get in touch with the show? Email us at itsjust2movies@gmail.com or find us on Twitter or Instagram at itsjust2movies. Want to support the show? Great. Leave a like, comment, or subscribe on whatever platform tickles your fancy. So anyway, back to the show. We're back, baby. We watched Catwoman. It was the cat's meow.
It was a perfect idea.
Like those puns?
Got him.
Got them from the movie that we just watched.
Yeah, I literally read that one from my notes.
Like, this is genius.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so we watched Catwoman. Let me tell you a little bit about Catwoman. It's not very good.
It's not very good at all.
Catwoman, if you've never seen it, which you very well might not have, is a 2004 action fantasy movie, runtime hour 44, 3.4 out of 10 on IMDb, a 9% on Rotten Tomatoes, and Real Views gave it a 1 out of 5, which seems generous.
Yeah.
This came out in July 2004. Director Pitoff. Okay. Budget was $100 million, and in the box office it made $82.1 million. So lost a little money. Actually, not too bad. Did you know that was Sharon Stone was in that?
Is that who that was?
Yeah, it was Sharon Stone.
Oh.
Sharon Stone looked pretty good in 2004.
Too bad she picked that role.
Yeah, too bad she was in this.
Yeah.
She was in this alongside Halle Berry, Benjamin Bratt, Francis Conroy, Lambert Wilson, Alex Borstein, and Byron Mann, who's that guy that I was like, I fucking hate that guy. I hate his face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
he's just
that's his name?
He's just a B-roll character.
His name is fucking Byron?
Byron Mann.
Man.
He plays Wesley.
Wesley.
Sounds like a fucking Wesley. So I have a cat named Karen, and we're watching a movie called Catwoman about a woman who has a Karen haircut. So there's your first connection to the podcast, is what makes it a relevant movie for us to have watched.
Oh, my God.
What'd you think of this?
I tried not to.
You tried not to think about it?
Right.
Tried to conceal your boner, don't lie. This is the sexiest movie anyone's
I
ever
can't,
seen.
I can't conceal that. No, for one, the CGI is what got me. Like, holy shit. Because the first thing they did, I believe, with the CGI is they showed this building, and it was where she works.
Yeah. But it's like CGI cityscape.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you and I have children. We have seen these shows where, it's all CGI. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But these are made for children, and these are on like Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, whatever. Mm-hmm. The children are not supposed to realize that this doesn't look great.
They do. Yeah. I think they do know, though. I think maybe you're a little more forgiving of it as a child.
Right.
Or is it that it's come so far? Is it? I constantly wonder, because I remember when I was a little kid and my dad took me to the theater and I watched Mortal Kombat, and I was like, that was fucking awesome. Right. I thought it looked really good. I remember going to elementary school the next day and telling my friends about how fucking cool Mortal Kombat looked. But if you were to watch it now, it looks real bad.
Right.
real bad.
Well, and I think that's a part of it because I'm 31. You're around the same age, a little older.
Whoa.
What happened?
We are an indeterminate age group.
Oh.
To seem appealing to the listener.
Oh.
Yep.
I
could be 23.
Let me restart. Okay. I'm whatever age you want me to be.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've witnessed other CGIs. And I've witnessed other
consumed other various forms of computer animated media.
And so I have something to compare it to. Kids do not. And
that's also true.
This was that kid level CGI. Like the transitions were good. I'll give it that. Like transition from CGI to person.
To person and from person to CGI.
Right.
They were cut pretty well. But speaking of cutting things wrong, though, how about the rest of this? Every time there's a weird action thing and they're doing this like swoopy, zoomy thing with the camera, I don't know what the term is for that. If you do know what it is, I would love to know. Please write me at itsjusttwomovies@gmail.com. And it's just 2 movies on Twitter.
Got it.
Or it's just 2 movies on the other one. Yeah, I genuinely would like to know what that thing is called, but that's like maybe pull that off like 3 times in a scene instead of 37 in a row.
Right. It's a bit of a mind fuck when it happens.
It's kind of nauseating.
Right.
Like it's so it's a little uncomfortable to also try to take in what's happening. I would rather just like cut to the end of it then.
I didn't understand there was the scene where she's walking in, she's trying to meet that midnight deadline and she sees them.
And the cat's name is also Midnight.
Right.
Oh my god, it's genius.
Oh, it's sprinkled throughout the I don't even want to try.
I'm gonna get a drink.
Okay.
So there's a really long Catwoman intro about cats in history, and it
took way too long.
It's real like Illuminati history cats, and then so many cats, so many real cats, like weird close-ups of cats in paintings and stuff.
Right.
Just so you remember that the movie's about cats.
But then you also see they have those there's those what the fuck headlines in like newspapers. It's like cat executed.
Yeah, witches.
It's like what the
witches. Cat witch.
Does this have anything to do?
Cat witch actually is when you take 2 pieces of bread and you keep talking about the movie.
I was really hoping you were going to say 2 pieces of cat.
2 pieces of bread, 2 pieces of cat.
Oh my god. So first things first, the woman and the man, I guess Sharon Stone.
Catwoman?
No, this is actually a human woman.
Oh, and the sleazy businessman?
Yeah, I fucking hate him.
Yeah, you're talking about Lambert Wilson and Sharon Stone.
Right. I can't stand those characters whatsoever.
No. And Sharon Stone's real over the top. She wasn't even close to the worst thing about the movie until that last fight scene.
Right.
So Sharon Stone's a bad lady. Here's your elevator pitch. It's Catwoman. She's clumsy. She'll bump into you and drop all her papers, and you'll be like, "You dumb bitch," instead of helping her. Because everybody's an asshole to the clumsy person. So she's clumsy, and then she dies. But then a cat makes her a magical Catwoman.
That CGI Midnight Cat.
CGI Midnight Cat. And
cat of all cats.
And then she's less timid. She's a real...
She's riding motorcycles.
Yes, queen. She's bold now, and she does what she wants.
Oh yeah, she's cutting her hair all haphazardly.
Yep. Getting that
Karen cut.
That Karen bob, I guess.
And for some reason, it looks
it's not
great.
a bob though. It's the turkey spike. I don't know what you call it.
Right.
Yeah, that's your Catwoman pitch. Her name's Patience Phillips, which I thought was weird, because from my recollection, Catwoman's name is always Selina Kyle, no matter how many. Because in the DC universe, they did the Infinite Earth series, where essentially they can just rewrite them as many times as they want without having to explain it. But then several of those Earths, like there is a finite number of them. I don't know. It's kind of a complicated timeline in the DC
it hurts
universe.
my brain.
But she's always named Selina Kyle. So by Halle Berry's character being named Patience Phillips, which is not a catchy name at all.
No.
I think it's totally removing itself from the Batman ethos.
Yeah. Because, I brought up, I thought that this should have been in Gotham, right?
Yeah.
But, there was none of that. There wasn't even a feeling of that within this movie.
It's how earlier we were talking about Joker, and I was like, it doesn't need to be a Batman movie.
Right.
This does, though.
Yeah.
This needs that congruity between this universe and Gotham, and like her at least knowing the Cape Crusader exists kind of thing, even if he's not in the movie, just to make one mention of it, or to see a newspaper in an office and somebody go, hey, you hear about this fucking Batman? That's it. That's all you would need. Just one little thing to connect it.
I mean, it's where it came from, Yeah.
Well, then I guess you couldn't call her Patience Phillips.
Are they going for a Marvel thing with the name?
There wasn't a Marvel thing going on yet.
Well, okay, so in Marvel, in just the comic books, you have Peter Parker.
Yeah.
So they all have that first name, last name, both start with the same letter.
Hill.
Hank. Yeah, he's my favorite Marvel superhero.
Mm-hmm. I know it.
God damn it. But yeah, Patience Phillips. Now I understand the PH.
Yeah,
PH.
could be.
Yeah, but either way, that's lame.
It's so they could write on the screenplay. They could just write PP.
This whole film was a joke.
Yeah, this whole film was a joke to make the meme PP happen.
That's all they wanted.
And a screenwriter's. Oh, could you imagine the table read sitting there and looking and be like, oh, my name's PP. That's bullshit.
I'm Halle goddamn Berry.
Yeah, I'm Halle fucking Berry. Listen here, I'm a robot. Does not compute. Halle Berry hasn't aged a day in at least 35 years. I don't think.
She looks great. CGI looks even better. I hate her friends. I hate her fucking friends.
You hate her friends? You hate old Lois from Family Guy?
Yeah, and that blows my mind. Because I like her. I obviously like her in Family Guy.
Alex Borstein.
Yeah. And her in this was just terrible. I feel like
it's kind of cringy.
It made no sense. Like, I don't think she needed to be there.
They just had to give her a hapless friend for character building, right? I suppose.
Who was in the hospital, and I guess it's from the cream, from the creme.
She married the doctor.
Did she? Oh, did she marry that doctor? Is that who that was?
That's why they showed you
end?
that thing at the end. That's the doctor. You're supposed to remember what that doctor that you saw half of his face for 1 second. You're supposed to remember what he looks like.
That's dumb.
It is dumb.
That is dumb.
Yeah.
They did not lead me where I needed to go with that at all.
No.
I did put in my notes, this seems like something that should not star Halle Berry.
No, it doesn't. I gotta say, this is one of the most charismatic roles I've ever seen for Benjamin Bratt, though.
That is...
the cop?
Cop guy.
Yeah, cop guy, Benjamin Bratt. He's normally way more straight-laced, you know what I mean? Like, brass tacks down to business.
What else is he in? He's in
every
isn't
cop
he in
show.
Law and fucking Order?
He's a cop all the time.
Oh, just all the time.
All the time. He's never not been a cop.
I want to be typecast only as a cop.
I actually think that he's not an actor, and
he's just a cop.
He just doesn't know he's not at work.
He's undercover
because the sets look so good.
He's like way undercover in plain view
in Hollywood.
Yeah. I also put down here that Ophelia's house looks like some series of unfortunate events shit.
Yeah.
It looks like.
You ever seen that show?
Yes.
I love the.
I've seen the movie. I've seen the show, and I've read like half the books.
I haven't seen the film. I've seen the show though because Maddie really likes it. So
I
was like, I watched one episode. I was like, nah, I'm into this. This is pretty cool.
It's horrible in the way of like the events that happen. They are unfortunate.
It's like fun and smart though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in PH.
It's better than Catwoman.
100% better than Catwoman.
100% better.
Absolutely. If you would have put Neil Patrick Harris as Catwoman, I would have liked it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. As Count Olaf.
So Count Olaf as Catwoman,
but he gets turned into a Catwoman.
Okay.
So he cuts his hair in the spike.
Oh my god. Okay, that is our first recast.
That's it. Yep. Neil Patrick Harris.
Replace Halle Berry with Neil Patrick Harry.
It's not a dig at Halle Berry, by the way. I think Halle Berry is a phenomenal actress.
Yeah.
But she doesn't need to be in this.
No, not at all.
Because it's not good. Well, she was also in Swordfish. You ever see Swordfish?
I haven't.
That's a fucking train wreck.
Is it?
It's real bad. But
Isn't John Travolta in that?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's super into it too, if you know what I mean. Like he's not just in it; he's in it.
Oh,
And he's got real weird long hair.
why?
I don't know.
Now is this like Vincent Vega
No.
type hair? Ah,
No, it is
okay.
not.
I'm glad you knew where I was going.
No, it's like weird Russian playboy hacker man with a super long goatee or something.
That's a lot of specific things. I don't want to picture on one person.
Yep. Well, picture them all on Travolta.
Ah,
So anyway, yeah, there's a weird CGI skitty. There's a weird CGI cityscape. CGI cat turning her into a Catwoman. Fortune cookie cat collar on a cat that she gets.
that amazed me. Does
Yeah.
every cat have that?
No.
It's literally a collar, and then it has these like ancient Egyptian bullshits on them.
Mm-hmm.
And she opens one
And this is just got a fortune cookie paper in it.
with address, phone number, all that stuff for the
And
owner of the cat.
your lucky numbers on the back. You like that?
I did. I loved it. 2 notes in a row is terrible CGI. Meow. That's it.
Yeah,
That's all
there's a bunch of that. Like her just making
just terrible. Yeah. Oh my god.
it's just super sexy.
I will say she got that hiss down right.
The hiss is not bad.
I did hear interesting fact about Catwoman that she actually locked herself up in a hotel room
Okay.
for 17 weeks and just practiced being a cat for
That
this
is
role.
Really sad.
Yeah.
There's what you expect in all great like fantasy adventure films, a bit where the protagonist plays really sexy basketball with somebody else. It's just really sexy basketball with like hot R&B behind it.
With kids around.
With the kids are cheering them on. They're
I
like,
know.
yeah, do it. Grind that, clap them cheeks, bitch.
That was one of the weirdest fucking scenes I've ever seen in my life.
I don't like. All right, so there's this. They do weird, sexy action, and it doesn't translate well to either being sexy or action
Or basketball.
or basketball. I'm just talking about the movie in general.
Oh, okay.
They do a lot of weird, sexy action.
That's true.
But the basketball, why is it in the movie though?
Doesn't need
They
to
had
be.
to be like, she could have went and found him anywhere. She could have found him like issuing a ticket. She could have found him at the actual office where he's a detective handing people paper. And other people are handing him folders, manila folders and paper and little binders with a string around the accordion binders with a string. You know what I'm talking about.
If you work as a detective, just know that your career is full of being handed and handing other people paper.
Did you get that report I wanted?
Get that.
Hey, Saj.
Get that report.
Hey, Saj. Is that report?
I need your gun,
I need
your badge,
Listen,
get that paper in your hands.
listen. I'm a fucking cop. Give me the paper.
You gonna make me say it?
Here's my fucking report.
Give me the paper.
Slams his badge down on the table. Give you my fucking report. Listen to me. I'm a cop. Get out of here. Give me a gun. You're not a cop anymore.
I wish it would have went down
That's
like
it,
that.
dude. Catwoman
I really
could have been
do.
that fucking easy. Different movie. Better movie.
We never even got to see the chief. You know what I mean?
No.
We didn't get to see the no-nonsense chief.
No.
It was just Benjamin Brett.
Yeah, I'll take that. Give me a schlocky, no-nonsense chief. If we're doing all this other shit,
Right.
yeah, go ahead. Make it happen. Bet you won't, bitch.
So here's...
I just pump fake the mic for
I saw it flinch.
for everybody listening in the audio format, which is the only way that you can see this or listen to this show.
So here's a connection for you.
Okay.
So you were just talking about no-nonsense chief, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So who played your favorite Batman?
Favorite Batman's gonna be Michael Keaton.
And he plays a no-nonsense chief in The Other Guys.
The other guys. Mhm.
And also references TLC
And a-
lyrics
and a-
all the time.
Oh yeah, and a Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yeah. So
I get it. That's why he likes TLC, because he works at Bed Bath and Beyond. It's just got to be on the. It's probably on the
oh, okay.
on the overhead all
Yeah.
day.
Well, I used to work at Taco Bell, and yeah, Taco Bell radio.
Taco Bell
is
starts
shit.
with a T.
Right.
TLC.
There's an L in, there's a C, and if you take them out and put them together,
T kind of sounds like P. Pizzagate.
Patience, Philip.
Patience, Phillips. Oh my God. It's all connected.
This is horrible.
Anyway.
So,
next thing I've got here is more weird action.
Okay. Now, at what point did this come in?
After I found out that there were 43 cats trained for this movie.
Another interesting
Of which
fact.
there are 5 in.
Yeah, how many? You didn't see 43 cats in the whole film.
There's like maybe 8 cats in the whole movie.
And most of them are in the beginning when she dies.
Most of them are oil paintings.
Right. That is true.
Or
That is
newspaper clippings.
And they look fantastic.
Yeah.
But they're being executed.
They look better than the CGI cat.
So I have here that there's definitely some portal action going on.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff where she's one place and she steps behind a pillar or a wall or a whatever, and then she's on a different level of the building.
And it's not even just her.
Almost like a Catwoman. Almost like a small,
like some type of
like a dog, but if it could climb good and was quiet.
right, like a
like a fox,
like a tall, sweaty muskrat.
Yes.
In the beginning, where Miss Patience is standing on. Okay, so you would never do this for a cat, right?
I would never do that for a human being.
Fair. So there's a cat just outside her window. She leaves her window open, and she decides to climb out the window to save the cat. And she's on what floor, would you say?
4th floor.
So
3rd floor, maybe. It honestly doesn't seem that high up.
But you're going to break your legs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going to kill you, but it's going to land you in the
gonna hurt.
hospital for show.
Oh, full show. So
It's like on another movie we watched, Batman, The Dark Knight.
Oh, it's a good
we
one.
just watched.
It's so
like,
fantastic.
You're going to scare a guy, take him up farther than this. Like, at this height, the fall wouldn't kill me.
Right.
I'm counting on it.
I also ran up these stairs holding you.
I fucking carried you down from the up from the we were in the basement. Now we're on the 4th floor. I'm counting on it.
Why are you spitting all over me, sir? So another thing I loved is that she had to do some research, right? She had to do some research. She was acting all catty.
Was it about Budweiser product placement?
It was not, but that was in there. Hard.
Yeah. There was some. You know what? If I'm being completely honest, as far as product placement goes, for the 2 things that I saw them shove in my face, honestly, it wasn't that bad.
It was like one scene that the what was it, Bud Light?
Yeah. Well, there's a Budweiser and there's a Bud Light. Like, you know how they always like turn the label,
right?
You know what I mean, so you can't see it. But in this one, it was like he handed him a beer, and it was you could only see the top label, but it was like the Budweiser bow tie or whatever was like directly pointed at the camera when he set it down. That's product placement,
right? I live in a commercial. I am the Truman Show.
Yeah,
yeah. No,
that's fucking rad, man. I've never seen it. What channel is it on?
Channel 3.
The little gore time.
Yeah,
little core fun time.
Little core TV. Loco.
Little core TV.
God damn it! I'm making it. I've got iMovie now.
You could do it. Just need some GoPros. You're good to.
Oh, I'd rather get some Pro Go's.
Do you know what happens next in the movie?
Oh God.
Do you know what happens next? It's weird, sexy violence.
Fantastic.
That's what happens. It happens a lot. Weird, sexy action where it's awkward and not sexy or action.
Yeah, I mean, you've nailed it.
It's
right
it's a weird, uncanny valley of action and sexiness. I don't know what else to tell you.
I really don't get it either. Every fight's a dance. Every dance is a fight.
Neil Patrick Harris would really kind of bring the sex appeal down a bit.
Oh,
like,
you think
just
so?
enough.
Oh, I thought it'd go up.
Neil Patrick Harris would be like, no, Halle Berry's sexier than me.
Right, but he's just saying that.
You think so? You think he's just being nice?
100%. Yeah, I think MPH is. I think he's gonna try and
Bring it back.
spare her feelings.
Okay. All right. Well, Neil, write us at itsjustamovies@gmail.com. So there's a bit where she steals all these jewels, right? And she turns the jewels into like, she doesn't turn them into gloves. She has gloves. She uses the jewels to make like diamond tipped
Cat claws
on it.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, kind of dig that. I don't know how. I don't know if you can make a diamond sharp, but you certainly, like, I mean, in a fist fight, I would take the hardest element on the face of the planet,
Right.
versus another thing. Sure.
Right. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that was good.
Then they do this weird thing where she claws a couple people in the face, and it's like, it's so light.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be. It would fucking like rip your face open.
Unless she just has like the restraint and the
To just barely.
right, and of course the aim.
Of course, yeah.
To just graze him.
Just the agility of a like a chipmunk.
like a small sugar glider.
So yes, precisely. So my favorite part of this movie is probably the handwriting analysis guy who is like gives a psychology lesson on handwriting. He's like, "Oh, you see this O, it's lonely and reaching out. And it's sad almost. It's like a pathetic piece of shit."
Right.
And this other one, see that A? That's aggressive. That A is angry as fuck.
And what's funny about that is I now remember one of my notes, and it was just 3 words. It just said, "Not real science."
No. This is just a man saying things.
Right.
And awful things at that. Like, I don't know. It was like everybody's handing everybody papers because they're at the police station. They're talking to this guy about the handwriting. And it was like, hey, anyway, these O's are sad and the A's they're angry, and hand me that horoscope paper.
Right.
Or whatever kind of thing you're into.
Oh my God.
Then there's more sexy action. There's a lady that's putting that cream on her skin like crazy.
Right.
And drinking a martini, like with her hands like fucking covered in lotion, like a psychopath.
Yeah.
She's got lotion all over the glass, and
But what is the cream doing to her?
fucking gross, man. It's making her skin hard as granite. She's got hard skin.
Right.
Sharon Stone.
Oh my
She's
God.
like a Sharon rock or like a mineral.
This movie goes so much deeper than we thought.
He who casts rocks don't live in a plexiglass house.
Damn it. Got to it before I could.
All
right.
Then there's more sexy action.
It never stops.
Nope. There's so much hot, soft, sexy R&B in this.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed that. And it was like every time that there was
I think I probably could have watched this movie, like turn the lights down, watch it by myself, put on some candles, little lotion,
little Michael Bolton,
little oil, a little hot oil on myself, you know?
a couple tissues.
Yep, and my cat.
If we-
Fucking got her. Fuck you, Karen. Oh, man.
Stickiest cat in town.
This is just be covered in cat. There's a bit where Halle Berry and Benjamin Bratt hook up, and it's the least sexiest part of the movie.
Wait, they banged?
Yeah.
They bung?
Yep. Yeah, it lasted 15 seconds, and
when
it was
when was
over.
this? I missed it.
Yeah, of course you did. I just said it lasted 15 seconds.
I wonder if I tried to miss it.
You were maybe taking a note?
Probably.
Or you might have been peeing. You would have missed it either way. You could have like checked the time on your phone and missed it. It wasn't sexy, and it just was immediately over. They have more fake science that's not real. They have
the lips,
the
lipstick print,
lip print technology, matching technology. They just put her through the old lip print database.
I can see we have a match here, and it also says that she's a bitch.
Yep.
That's what my science says.
Yep. Yep. Seems like a real fucker.
think that guy, that department has no supervisor. I think it's just him.
No, that guy. Like,
people come to him
every
and
time
he's
somebody
like,
comes in and asks him a thing, he's trying to justify his job.
right.
No, I'm a cop.
Either that or he's just like, how did I get this job? I don't know anything about this stuff. No. Hey, I need you to find this lip print. Yeah, I've got you. There's this cool technology.
Yeah,
it's
cool lip print.
This is her for sure.
Read the horoscopes out of the paper. He's like, okay, like if you're a Pisces, you're gonna feel extra feisty today. I think they're a Pisces, Cap. Just whatever. I don't know, man. There's more weird, sexy action still. More of the super nauseating camera angles. And then the bad lady, Sharon Stone, she gets scratched on her face, and her face is starting to melt, and she's cracking. She's so conceited, she decides to kill herself.
Was that the case?
Yeah, she just let go.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Because Catwoman's like, "Give me your hand."
Yeah, but then she saw her face.
Like, "Give me your hand." It's that. That's what she's doing all the time.
She's just trying to bang everybody.
Yeah, for the whole movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, so you're the one who killed so-and-so and so-and-so.
Check out my pergina.
Know how I killed him? Fucked him to death. Meow."
He said it was perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. The puns in this were ridiculous. But I will say, that hiss that she did when the cop is, be a good kitty. Right. These are brand new pants. Gotta throw them away.
Trash now. I blew a load clean through them.
It's like a strainer. My God.
Yeah. And then she breaks up with Cop because she's a bad mamma jamma. Yes, girl. And that's all I got. Did you have anything else specific you wanted to add to what this is about?
I will give it one thing. So the scene where they flood the pipes and they knock her down. Whenever she's in the water and you see all the leaves and all this stuff, like that looked great.
Yeah, that actually did look pretty good.
And I was like, wow,
that felt really Gotham.
Right.
That felt Gotham. That's why you were like, did they ever say if this was in Gotham? I'm like,
right.
No, but like getting flushed out through sewer pipes seems really Gotham City.
Right. If anything was going to
like they're just
signal Gotham, it's
health
that.
codes in Gotham are in the shitter.
Right.
They're just like, whatever, man, blow your raw sewage into the ocean. We don't give a shit.
Right. But the thing that kind of pissed me off but made me laugh was that I was watching that and I was like, oh, this is that's actually really beautiful. That looks really good. And then you see from
Gothica?
Under the water, you see
the shot from Gothica.
You see Midnight, that goddamn CGI cat, and it ruins the whole fucking thing.
What color do you think Midnight is? He's light gray with black stripes.
Did you guess that? Did you? You didn't.
No, you didn't. You wouldn't know his name.
You thought Black Cat. We all thought Black Cat.
You wouldn't fucking know his name is Midnight. Unless you were like, yeah, I did. Then you're right. You did. It's really good.
But it's okay because everyone's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
And everyone's omni-aged?
Yeah.
I don't think that's the word.
No.
I picked the wrong word.
It just means we're all the ages.
Cut that out.
Yeah.
Well, we might as well be all the ages.
Fucking, yeah.
I'm 172.
I mean,
I love the young people.
What's up, fellow children or teenagers?
Woo! But yeah, other than that, I got nothing else on this goddamn movie.
What would you if you had to give it cat thumbs? If you
have thumbs?
If you had raccoons do. If you had 10 raccoon thumbs to give to a cat, because cats love them, how many raccoon thumbs would you give to a cat for this as just a regular old movie?
For a regular old movie? Like a fucking 1.5 out of 10.
That's pretty fair. Yeah, I think I was going to go 2.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, it is pretty rough. It just... maybe the CGI would have been better received had I never seen like Lord of the Rings or another movie.
Like another movie at all ever.
Yeah. I don't know, man. CGI is really the CGI and the script and the costume are probably three of the worst things. Honest to God, I think you could make that casting work. Just the story's dumb.
Yeah,
it's just a dumb story.
I agree. It's just it wasn't interesting.
No,
like I wasn't interested at all in it.
Nope. The cosmetic company is selling cream that if you stop using it, make your face rot off.
And that's it.
If you keep using it, it makes your skin as hard as granite.
Right. Who's your villain? A company.
Yep.
Like some guy making cream.
A guy making a creme.
Yeah, he's not threatening the planet.
No.
He's not even threatening like most people's lives. You just want your face.
It would appear it's even water based. Like it doesn't look like it's not a salve. It's not an oil based salve.
I don't. Yeah, no. This whole movie was just like, even as a bad movie. Let's go. You want to go with our bad movie rating?
Yeah.
Even as a bad movie, I'd keep probably the same rating.
Really gonna keep it the same?
Because
I had a fair amount of fun with it. I think it's gonna be. I think it's an easy property to fix.
Yeah.
I think it's an easy property to fix. You wouldn't have to do much to it, really, to get it to be something that at least made money.
You just need a better story, I think.
Yeah, mostly, yeah. And get a different costume design. That fucking Catwoman hat,
the helmet mask.
No, that ain't it, dog.
It made her look like one of those. If you like think of an alien. Like the big, like huge head. That's what it made me think of.
It was putting off some Dead Mouse vibes for me.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's perfect.
I don't know. It's silly. Here's what I mean about the writing is there's fucking X amount of different planets and storylines in the DC universe.
Right.
You're gonna make a Catwoman movie? Are you somebody that just refused to pick up a comic book? You're like, no.
Yeah.
No, I'm making this movie instead.
Yeah, this is what I want. I want Patience Phillips.
Catwoman's a hero. Her name's PP. And she's she's got 10 lives like a echidna.
And a lot of one-liners.
Yep.
And they're not good.
No.
Not many of them.
No.
I don't know if any of them are.
No. It was pretty good to beat up as I watched it, because it has enough visually. It has enough stuff that's like fun to remark on. Because there's a lot of puns and a lot of just weird shit. Like,
I said,
her pants, when it's just like, oh, you can just see her ass because she's got a little ripped pant.
Or the portalness of the whole movie.
Yeah, the portal. Like, the time she portaled.
Well, he portaled too.
Benjamin Bratt?
Yeah. Like in
the
the beginning of the movie where she's up there trying to save that stupid ass fucking cat, she's like tilting on this air conditioner unit.
Yes.
And you said she's on, probably the 4th floor, right?
Yeah, 3rd or 4th, it looks like.
I can't imagine he's going to take the elevator. He can't control that speed.
No, he tries the stairs.
He takes the stairs. So how does he get up there so quick? How? Like she balances on the thing for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm here for you.
I got you. Boom.
Yeah. Also, I'm a cop. I'm in your house and I kind of like you.
Yeah. We should probably, you want to play a pickup game?
Right.
You play a pickup
play
game?
Some horse?
Hit the courts, you fucking bitch.
Let's get sexy and never throw the ball ever.
What if he would have stuffed her at the last minute when they were playing?
Get
what I'm saying?
Shit out of here.
Just fucking
It'd be great if he just like she was trying to block a dunk and just fucking ruined her life.
Just Dikembe Mutombo is her ass.
Oh goddamn. Okay, yeah, this movie, man. Just if you haven't seen it,
what would you do differently?
What would I do differently? Well, for one, we already decided on NPH.
Yeah. Neil Patrick Harris, Catwoman.
Find better writers for a better story. Yeah. Your villain shouldn't be a guy making cream.
They should. No, it shouldn't.
I agree that beautiful women's faces are at stake. This isn't Thanos. You know what I mean?
No,
He's not
no.
threatening like half of the population of the universe.
This is a filler episode of a show.
Right,
This is
right.
a filler episode of a TV show.
Yeah, the story sucks.
It's not a movie.
So give me a better villain.
Yep.
I would say follow the comics.
Tie it to that in any way. Why would you take let's say I wanted to make a movie about the superhero Wolverine, but I've never read any X-Men or Wolverine material. I've never seen any other property. I don't know anything about it, but I am bound and determined that I'm going to make it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, he's got claws. What is he? He's humongous, and he's strong, and he's also lightning fast. And I would just start making up other things. His name's Tom Wilson.
Right.
And, you know, he's...
Unless you want to steal from Marvel,
Yeah,
and you can
he's
call him Tom Tillman.
He's a young guy. He's 23 and in the modern day, and he's not old at all. And he just has skin that you can't cut his skin. You know,
And
then
that's
it's not Wolverine anymore. That's a
Right.
different fucking guy that just has claw hands.
Exactly.
You know, and that's what they're doing with this. When Selena Kyle's character in the DC universe already has a pretty good, rich, fulfilling storyline.
Right. You have source material.
Just use that. There's all
Right.
kinds of it. You can just tear one page out of a comic book and just read that one page and go, let's make this movie.
Like, I know there was a moment where John Bernthal, do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Okay,
I know who
so-
John Bernthal is.
So he played the Punisher.
Yeah.
And, you know, apparently the story is, you know, don't quote me on this, but, you know, he went into a comic book store and he bought a bunch of Punisher comic books, took them up to the, you know, to the register or whatever.
Mhm.
And the guy was like, no, you don't want those, you want these. Like, even the comic book fans, like, they know the source material.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know who your demographic was with this, you know, because it wasn't comic book fans.
I think it was people who just wanted to see a lot of Halle Berry's skin.
Well, they got it.
They
But
got
also,
it.
just watch Monster Ball. Or what is it called?
Yeah, Monsters Balls?
Monsters.
Balls.
A couple of Monsters Balls.
Monsters Balls.
Yep, the Monsters.
Balls.
They are black and white as hell.
Yeah. I quite like the Monsters.
I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that shit.
I like the Addams Family. Couldn't tell you which one I liked more. I think it probably the Monsters.
I would have
Honest
to
with you.
agree with
a little
that,
more
yeah.
schlocky. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. I don't know what else to say about this movie. I mean, like it wouldn't be hard to make it
Better?
better. Yeah,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be hard to make it better at all.
I think chop out...
I feel like whoever made this movie was like, listen, I need sexy action. And they just went, I'll give you sexy action. And they did. But it doesn't make a good... Why is it Catwoman then? It could just be a sexy woman... A sexy detective lady.
Right. I mean,
This could be anything.
you're picking, like... I mean, you could say it. You're picking a beloved character
Yeah.
from a series, from I guess a lore.
Or just
whatever you
don't
wanna
call it Catwoman. You
Right.
could make this a different... You could just change the title.
But I think, like, if you ask me,
It should be a rat woman.
I think Muskrat Woman. I think, you know, the director probably was like, well, I want to cash in on some of that comic book movie,
Yeah.
but see, I would really want to make this like weird romantic comedy / action sexy thing.
Yeah, well, this came out. I don't know if this is cashing in. I don't know if this is cashing in on comic book movie money, because were there any that were making money at that time? I think they were all pretty much like every one that came out at this time was pretty much a critical failure.
True, like Fantastic Four.
Those all tanked. Those were not good.
Yeah. Well, even the newer one tanked.
Dude, the newer one was fucking dog shit.
I saw that one at the drive-thru.
Yeah.
Or at the drive-in. I swear, I walked.
it at the drive-thru.
I drove straight through Burger King.
Yeah.
And
watched the whole movie.
While I was waiting on my Whopper, they had, the thing playing. Anyways.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
No.
I thought the casting for it was actually okay, but
Well, I thought it was heading in a good direction.
yeah,
Because
it's like the first 30 minutes of it is actually pretty compelling, and then the rest of it's garbage.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I like the darker aspect of it.
Yeah,
Which,
yeah.
that's one of the things that brings me to The Dark Knight. the Watchmen movie. I fucking love that.
So, I get what they were going for. It's just swing and a miss. What are you going to do?
That's a rough one. Yeah. Sorry.
No, that's no. I'm with you though.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a bad. It's not very good.
No.
So, do you have anything else that you have like been reading or watching or?
I mean, not
that you think is worth recommending to anybody.
Reading.
Do you have anything? Do you have anything you'd like to plug? Like, are you making anything out there you'd like anybody to check out?
I do. I'm doing a kind of a solo project. I was playing guitar for New Statue, but since the pandemic and all of that good stuff, I'm at home. I'm just kind of making music on my own. But if you want to check it out, just look up God-Sized and Growing on Bandcamp, and there's some music there, and you can check it out on YouTube too.
Okay. You text me a link and I'll put it in the episode description in case you guys want to check it out.
Yeah.
I neglected to do that for several episodes in a row for some stuff. I feel like an ass for it. I'm not going to go back and put it in there unless somebody's like, fuck you, man. And then I'll do it. But
if they got to twist your arm first.
If nobody's offended, I'm not fucking doing it.
Right. But yeah, other than that, what about listening to stuff? Yeah?
You been listening to any stuff? I'll take some listen recommends. What happens is when I edit this, I'll write them down and actually put them on my playlist and check them out.
Nice. Have you ever listened to, how big into hip hop are you?
I get down on some hip hop.
Have you listened to Run the Jewels at all?
I have listened to a little bit of Run the Jewels.
Really?
I don't know that I heard anything that's considered their good stuff. Somebody referred me to it and I listened
all their stuff is their good stuff.
I listened to 2 songs and I was like, not in the mood for it.
Yeah,
but certainly would be happy to look into it again. I'm okay with revisiting anything.
Yeah,
but if I can give Run the Jewels another shot, I like some hip hoppy stuff, man.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I knew about Killer Mike, because he was always a big advocate of
the guy that runs the sandwich shop down the street.
Right.
Yeah.
And so
aptly named so because he kills an Italian sub.
Right. But yeah, I knew of him and all that stuff. So I looked him up. I was, I came for the all over the place.
It's really good.
Oh, it's really good. But I checked it out for Killer Mike. But LP, the guy who actually makes all the music and he raps on it as well, he's fucking incredible. So yeah, it's really good. Check them out. Check me out. Check everyone out.
Nice. On that same vein of a little bit of hip hop, I listened to the entirety of Harmontown, the podcast.
Oh, really?
It's really long. It took me 14 months to listen to all of it. There's a shit ton of it, and it is one of the only other podcasts that I'm sure there's plenty of them out there, but it is one of the podcasts of note that I know out there that's 2 hours long.
Damn.
Not dissimilar from our show.
Right.
Maybe that's why this show's so fucking long, is because I like that lengthy format. And it's neither here nor there. I listened to all of that, and he has a guest on there. The guy's name is Open Mike Eagle, and I quite like some of his stuff. Yeah, he's okay. And as you know, if you know me, I'm more like punk rock, heavy metal. That's my lane,
Same.
But I do like some rap and some hip hop, and I happen to like Open Mike Eagle. He's got some good stuff.
I'll have to look that up for sure.
Yeah. Do you want to see my penis?
For sure.
You guys aren't going to start sucking each other's dicks, are you?
Let's call that gold talk for a one-eyed Batman.
Can I make a suggestion that doesn't involve violence? Or is this the wrong crowd?
Maybe we should call in a bomb threat to Houston. I think it's free beer night at the Astrodome.
The Jedi, Bob. We don't fight with guns, we fight with our mind.
Cousin, business is booming.
That is one big pile of shit.
Jog on.
It's Just Two Movies is a production of Blue Cheese and Bacon Studios and can be found wherever you get your podcasts.
Was the CGI hotter than the woman?
I don't know.
That walk, though, that fucking... She has no spine.
It's like missing 3 pieces of vertebrae.
Right.
It's just like part jellyfish.
There it is.